What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review. And as you can see today, we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Arkham Asylum classic outfit Joker. And my, am I stoked for this figure. Despite some of the issues I've seen, I still think it's going to be a really good figure. So starting off, let's go ahead and dive into that sexy packaging so we can take a look at the figure itself. Now again, for the sexy packaging, literally the same thing we've seen a million times already. We got the window package with the figure inside and the accessories all visible. DC Multiverse, the Joker at the bottom. Down here, here's all the legal stuff. Here is the barcode for anybody looking for it. On the side, it just says Joker, McFarlane Toys. On this side, it says the Joker, Batman Arkham Asylum. So you know the game, DC Multiverse, McFarlane Toys. Then, of course, on the back, we have an image of Joker right there from the actual game. Then, of course, we have some of the other figures in the line that I have already reviewed. Go check those out if you haven't already. And then, lastly, you do have McFarlane Toys and all their social media right there. So, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's go ahead and bust this guy open so we can see what we're working with. Now, straight out of the packaging, we do have the derpy face Joker, which I gotta say, from the body, it looks fine. The face is weird. We already know this. I'm not gonna harp on something that I know other collectors have already discussed a million times. But from the body and even the hair sculpt, it looks really good. I actually like this a little bit more than I thought I was going to. I like how they did a whole lot of black wash in the hair. The sculpt on it is nice. Would have been cool to get a little bit of shading on the face. I think that would have topped it off and made it look a little bit better. It looks like his face is like really scrunched up. They got the chin right. He did have a really long chin in the game, and even the smile is right. I just don't know what it is that looks off. Like, I'll let you guys decide. Like, you can tell they were really trying to go for an accurate look, but just something didn't work. And so I'm not going to discuss it. Like I said, I want to let everyone know, like, they did actually try on the face. And you can tell it's there. It's just something that's missing. Now, anyway, onto the body, of course. You do have his little flower that's dangling on the chest. He's got his bow tie. He's got the yellow button-up shirt underneath the purple jacket. All of this, which looks really good. The paintwork is clean. You got the gold chain. It would have been awesome if it was like an actual chain, but $19 figure. The paint on it's clean. It doesn't bleed into the purple. The sculpt on the hands is nice. Texturing on the suit. Everything about this figure looks dope, except for the face. But yeah, everything about this figure from the neck down looks dope, and the hair sculpt as well. Like, I'm really, really satisfied with the way this came out. I'd be so much happier if this was a 6-inch Joker. Like, this would probably be my go-to because I already know what to expect in terms of the articulation. But that being said, let's go ahead and put this guy back so we can see how tall he stands, and then we'll move right on. So in terms of height, you guys already know, to the top of his head, he's right at 7 inches, about 7 1/4 to the top of his hair. And so he is true 7-inch scale. You will not be able to wedge this in with any 6-inch figures. You can try, but it's not going to look good. Now for the articulation, he looks up about that much, looks down about that much, which he actually does look down. It's just the chin is so long, it's touching the neck, so obviously you're not going to get much out of that. He does get really good tilt and motion around the head, so you can get some more expression out of him. He can cock his head to the side, as you guys can see. Arms go up and out about that much, which is fine. That's good enough. He does have a butterfly joint, as you guys can see, but it's very useless. It does not help at all to bring his arms in. All of that's going to come from the bicep swivel. Thankfully, unlike Batman, he does have double jointed elbows. So, like, he can literally touch the back of his head. I'm fine with that. His hands are on typical ball peg that they usually put it on. Not much hindrance. Obviously, you do get some because of the end of the sleeve, but that's perfectly fine. You can move it however you want. Now, in terms of crunching forward, he does have a bend inside of the shirt. I don't know how this is engineered because I can't see it, but you can crunch him forward, as you guys see, but then you do get this weird, like, kind of not gappage, but like dent under the stomach. It just looks kind of weird, and so if you pose it right, it might look okay, but it is weird. Now, as far as bending back, this guy can go pretty far back, and then as you guys can see underneath there, it's actually a cutoff piece. I'm not sure if it's picking up. There you go. As you guys can see, I think it's probably like a double ball peg, something that's holding them together, but it does separate, as you guys can see. Of course, he does get really good waist turn as well. No diaphragm joint built in there. His foot goes forward that much, not back too much, but well enough. I mean, that's awesome. Actually, I'm just going to say, yeah, it does go back very well, actually. He can do the splits all the freaking way, and so that's pretty impressive. He does not have any kind of swivel built right here, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. He does have double jointed knees, and they are tough, but he can kick all the way back, as you guys can see. His foot goes down only about that much. Up, not so much. You really don't get much movement up or down out of the foot. It's there, but it's not much. He does get ankle rocker, as you guys can see, a whole lot better than Batman, and he does have a toe hinge. So articulation-wise, definitely passable. I'm satisfied with this. Good job, McFarlane. Now for accessories, this is where the guy lacks, obviously. He does come with 2 pair of chattering teeth, one with the mouth closed, one with the mouth open. The paint on mine is actually pretty sloppy, as you can see, like the pink is bleeding right into the teeth on this one. This one's not as bad, but it's still not great. But I mean, it's cool to have them. I'll probably never use these, but whatever. He does come with a pistol as well, as you guys can see. And it's 2 colors, obviously. You've got the silver, you've got the black. Some black wash would have really topped this off, but the sculpt work on it is nice, so I do like it. And obviously it's a revolver, so you guys can see there's a little chamber right there. I think I'm right. I don't know a lot about guns, but yeah. Anyway, he also comes with a card, once again, showcasing that he does look exactly like he does from the game. Now, looking at it, the purple is a little bit more vibrant in the game, so if they really wanted to top it off, they probably could have went with a brighter color purple, but I mean, this is still fine with me. And then lastly, he does come with just this typical stand, and he stands well, so I mean, you don't really need it, but it is there if you want to use it. For some size comparisons, here he is standing next to the Arkham Asylum Batman, which I think that they scale very well together. And of course, the DC Multiverse Batman Who Laughs as well, also from McFarlane. Next up, here he is standing next to a Mezco Toys Crown Prince of Crime Joker, and of course the McFarlane Toys New 52 Classic Outfit Superman. Lastly, for the ones who still have the idea that they want to put him with a 6-inch figure, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Classic Outfit Deadpool, and of course the Marvel Legends Black Panther T'Chaka. And if you were looking for a good Harley Quinn to be with this Joker, then I think the best one that fits in scale the most is probably going to be the DC Bombshells Harley Quinn, which obviously these are 2 different styles, so you might not like it, but I found that none of the DC collectibles versions work for me. This is going to be the best in terms of scaling. And since Harley always changes her outfits, you could wedge it and it would work. Now, for my final thoughts on this figure, it's Joker and it's McFarlane. You pretty much know what you get if you have any McFarlane figures, and you pretty much know what to expect if you have any Joker figures. Now, Joker himself is someone who changes his image all the time. There have been at least 50 different designs for the Joker, so the face doesn't really bother me that much. It is a little wonky, I'll say that, but once again, it's not something that I'm going to harp on. For the people who are using that as an excuse not to buy this Joker, I mean, if it bothers you that much, obviously leave it alone. But if you want a good posable 7-inch Joker, I'd say I recommend him. I mean, he's only 19 bucks, comes with enough accessories that you can get different poses out of him, and he doesn't look bad at all standing on your shelf. So yeah, I definitely recommend him. If you want to pick him up, check out Toy Fiend. That is actually who hooked me up. He does have a shop. It's called Empire Toy Shop. I will leave the link in the description below. Make sure you guys check him out. He's a very fast shipper. He has real good communication skills. He's always willing to work with you. So check out Toy Fiend if you want to pick up this figure. Now, that being said, that is my review of this Joker. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And you guys take it easy. Peace.